This week on What the Heck, we're joined by not one but two very special guests. We check in with Tyler and see what kind of thing he's whipped up here this afternoon because as of this morning, he didn't have a plan. We talk about our favorite critters, and then we take a stroll down to the zoo to bust out the ultimate zoo animal bracket. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 12 of Season 1 of What the Heck. We just finished discussing how long Season 1 was going to be, and it's to be determined, so hold on to your pants. I'm here tonight with Tyler Heck. Jake, you know, busy Hollywood kind of guy. But instead of Jake, we're joined by the two most important ladies in my life. My mother, Elizabeth Frederick. I've never said my last name like that before.
I didn't like that.
Frederick.
You looked weird saying it like that.
Felt
too,
weird.
like
It didn't feel good.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, this is my mom, Beth.
Hi.
Also, Caitlin Cook.
Hello, I'm back.
KT Fun
back
Cook.
for round 2.
She's back. She couldn't have enough. We had
That's
to
right.
She was kind of hesitant to come on the first time, and then she did. Now she's hooked. And we just caught her actually earlier today recording the Katy show.
Something like that.
So keep an eye out for that, because I guess it's coming.
Hold on to your pants.
Hold on to your pants. That's 2 times already. It's been 1 minute, and you're holding on to your britches 2 times. Tonight, we have not one, but 2 sponsors, but really one because they're married to one another. But my father insisted on buying beer, so thanks, Pa, for the Spotted Cow. We're replenished in that. Jake's going to be pissed because that's what he's always requesting.
Well.
And he's not here. So, yep.
Sorry, Jake. There won't be any left.
I don't feel that bad because we're here putting the work in, grinding.
Yeah.
You think it's easy to just sit around with your friends and drink beer? Because it is. But that's beside the point. Also, my mother slaved away for hours in the kitchen today.
I did.
And she made Rice Krispie treats. But not just regular old Rice Krispie treats. They got Fruity Pebbles in them. So I don't think that we should overlook the importance of that.
So if you hear any crunching, it's the Rice Krispies.
It's likely Katy.
You'll hear the crunching and
I'm a little nervous
beer
about
cans.
that.
It's tough because you can't not eat. We're not just going to have them sit in front of us for an hour without eating them.
Correct.
They'll get stale.
You can't have that.
They'll be bad.
So it'll be all right. So we got Rice Krispie treats. We got Spotted Cow. We got 2 guests. My mother was a little bit more hesitant than Katy to come on the show, but
I just wasn't quite sure how serious you were about the invitation.
I'm always serious. I'm serious as a heart attack. I don't joke around.
I think what you really wanted was the Rice Krispie treats. And
Well, no,
we're a
because-
package deal.
Well, because you said that you would make them sometime anyway. You'd just be happy to sponsor. But I thought that the 2 of you in here, if you hear a lot of thunk kind of noises, it's likely one of their 2 hands on the back of my head. It feels like this is
Accurate.
the episode that I can't really get away with a lot of stuff. But it's okay, because I don't need to, because maybe it'll be tame. Maybe it'll be wild, like some wild critters. Tyler's talking about something, but he doesn't know what. I heard one of his ideas, and then he told me he was changing it,
yeah, I'm good. I got it.
He was
now.
afraid of me.
but I don't know what he's doing.
I'm saving that one.
Dang it. I
Sorry.
knew what the other one was.
I don't know what
Yeah,
it was.
that's
but-
part of why
I was
changed.
ready for it.
That's part of why I changed.
Oh, that's such a good discussion.
So we'll see what that is. Did you knew what it was?
Yeah. We talked about it. You were there.
I was not a part of that.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
So I'm the only one that didn't
Kip
know
and
what it
Debs.
was.
Katy
Well,
and Tyler.
He
Yeah,
may
I
not.
was busy.
He may not have known that
Katy and
that
Tyler
was
hung out
gonna be
without
my-
me, I guess.
my
That's
topic.
true. That's true.
He just knew we were talking.
You were
about
part
it.
of the conversation.
It was not.
You definitely were.
All right, well, Tyler and Katy have a little secret thing then. And then we're going to talk about critters, because I'm a big critter fan. What actually led to that, talking about critters, is I was thinking that we were going to talk about weird news today. And one of the weird news stories that I found was a bear breaking into a home by Lake Tahoe. And I love bears the most. So then I was like, now let's talk about critters.
I don't think I consider a bear a critter.
Why?
Critter to me is like a bug.
Or a small animal.
Yeah, like a rodent.
I consider all critters.
A raccoon is a
No,
critter.
I consider all critters critters. Sometimes I call Katy a crazy critter.
Wow.
That's the first I've heard that.
This shows how
You're not around. when he
Clearly
calls you that.
behind my back.
I have heard that.
that shows how
Oh,
much,
great.
shows how much she listens when I speak. And then on the same critter train, we're gonna get back into bracket making because it's been a while, and because Jake's not here to yell at me about my seedings. However, this time my seedings weren't just my own. I loosely followed. I found a top 100 animal ranking of the San Diego Zoo, and I loosely followed that. I made a few substitutions because some of their animals sucked.
They have 100 animals at the San Diego
I'm
Zoo.
sure there's more than that. That's a big zoo. They got like
Don't
guess
most
I've
zoos
never-
have like that much?
I don't know.
I don't know if the Madison Zoo has that many.
No, but that's a good zoo because
It's
it's
a great
free.
zoo.
It
The
takes
Milwaukee
you like,
one's good too.
that's less free.
And that's a lot.
And by
And
less
much
free,
bigger.
it's so expensive. But there's a train. One time we went to the zoo in Omaha, the Henry Dorley Zoo.
We've been to the zoo in Cincinnati also. They have a rainforest.
I am a big zoo guy.
Doesn't Chicago have one too? Niabi
What?
Zoo, I think, is in by Chicago.
Just smile and nod.
What is that
No?
word?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
They have the Lincoln Park Zoo.
No, I'm thinking of the Niabi Zoo. I just don't remember where it is.
I've
and
never
I don't have
heard
my
that
phone.
word before in my entire life.
Google it.
What? Anyway.
How was
Niabi, I believe.
Niabi?
Zoo. ZOO.
Have you been there?
Is that how
Yeah.
you spell that?
I don't remember where it is though. Maybe that's a Quad City thing. No, I think it's Chicago.
What? And besides, we're not going to the Quad Cities whether there's a zoo or not, because there are some freaks in that series of towns. I almost said that town, but they can't even like have their own town.
Towns, plural.
It is in Coal Valley, Illinois.
What?
Oh, I was way off.
I don't
Yeah,
even
you're
know.
not
That's
close.
also made up. So
That is not made up. We
It's
used to
made
go
up.
to on field trips there.
Well, that's because the
I thought it was Chicago.
West
it's
Carroll
got to be close to the
Independent-
Quad Cities because it says like the top hit is connecting the Quad Cities with, and then I can't see
with
the rest.
Okay, then
topless,
that's what it
topless
is.
maids and old person nudist colonies.
Yeah, that's
And
all
zoos.
connected.
My bad. Quad Cities.
Pretty weird bit. But anyway, before we get to the zoo critters, we got to talk about some kind of mystery topic. Tyler, what the heck?
That's great.
So I'm going to change things up a little bit here.
Again?
Yes. Well, this
From
no,
10
I'm
minutes
really,
ago?
No. Topic's the same. Who's talking is going to be different.
Oh, lit.
Okay. Normally, like we would all talk, but what I'm going to ask about, Collin and I have already spoken about on a different episode.
Oh,
Oh boy.
And it's not bad, I promise.
No, it's bad.
I would like to hear both of your like dream vacation spots or spots if there's multiple.
I have one that comes to mind immediately.
is it home with me? Because I don't blame you.
It's Ireland. Close.
They're almost the
Very
same
close.
thing. Almost the same thing.
That you speak the same.
Yeah, similarly.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Ireland, and it's on my bucket list. We will go at some point.
She's
I know I've
pointing
told
at
you.
Tyler.
I know I've told you about it before. But yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Like all of Ireland?
All
Any
of
specific
Ireland.
Place?
I don't really know. I'd have to call a friend on that. Kelly Malloy, shout out, has been to Ireland a couple times, I believe, or once.
Oh, must not
And
be that good of a friend. We don't know about her
She has
vacations.
family there, so she like traveled around, stayed with family, and traveled a lot of Ireland. I don't
Where do
know
you stay if
about
you
all
don't
of it.
have family there?
She stayed in hostels as well as with family, but they have hotels there, so I'm sure there's,
I have a few thoughts on hostels. One,
I know you don't like them.
my thoughts begin with the Hostel movie series. Have you seen any of those?
Yes.
Okay.
Not great.
Bad plan.
But I'm just saying that's where she stayed.
Where rich
You don't have to
people
stay there.
Pay to
They have castles.
cut you up and stuff.
They have cottages.
Yeah, that's where the rich people pay to cut you up.
It reminds me of Midsummer.
Yes.
That was
movie.
in Sweden.
I don't know, but
Wasn't
that's,
it?
Okay, it's the same
that's
part
where
of
we
the
should go.
globe.
Yeah, that's over there.
Ireland is much different than Sweden.
Seems
Nah,
similar.
I don't think you can
And I
prove that.
love the accents. I just love
In
it.
Ireland or Sweden?
Ireland.
Sweden.
Not
You know,
Sweden
no,
has
I do love-
Herdiger.
No, Sweden's great because that's where what's her name's from, Molly Sanden.
They have weird accents, though.
yes.
Yeah, Tyler and I were just the other night listening to the soundtrack from Eurovision because y'all gotta watch Eurovision.
But that's not. Is that
Yeah, if you
Sweden
haven't.
or is that
Well,
Iceland?
that was Iceland, but the girl
But-
that sings her part is from Sweden and actually won Eurovision
Oh, yeah.
in 2006.
You did tell me that.
Which I learned that it's a real competition, and then I liked it even more.
Do you want to go? You want to compete
Yes,
with your singing voice?
that's right. Someone once told me that I have a hard time telling this story because it kind of makes me emotional every time. Someone
Do not tell
Oh, this is
the
gonna
Kip
be
and Deb
such a
story.
good
Because if
story.
you
I'm so
do, I'm
excited.
going, one thunk is on its way.
someone really close to me. You know,
If you're smart, you would stop right there.
told me that yeah, you're you know, Kip and Deb's
This
good.
is a lie, by the way. This
She-
is a lie.
The direct quote
He
was,
misunderstood what I
"How do you
said.
misunderstand?" She told me I was Kip and Deb's good was my singing voice.
That is not. No. You misunderstood that. I said you
That's
could
quite a
easily
compliment.
sing at Kip and Deb's, but I didn't mean you were just Kip and Deb good.
So
You could easily get a gig there, though.
here's the thing.
Do they hold on, do they have live music there?
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
don't think.
What-
I
One,
don't know.
one time I was
Sometimes,
there.
yes.
We were there on St. Patrick's Day with Clinton Luke, and he got swindled by an old lady who gave him the wrong
Oh, yeah,
name
you
and
did
stole
tell
his
me this.
beer. Yeah,
Yes.
she was playing pool the other night and was
Getting rowdy.
rowdy.
He
I
was
think
mad.
someone should arrange Colin to sing there one night.
I can do that.
I have to. Apparently,
You
that's
can be
the
his
only-
agent.
It's the only venue I can get into. I feel kind of bad for the rest of you in podcast world because there's a small, albeit a very small, chance that I have a really beautiful singing voice, and you'll never get to hear it unless you frequent Kip
It
and
is
Deb's.
quite good.
Yeah,
It's
for
very
Kip-
good.
Oh, it's good for Kip and Deb's. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, Katie's going to Ireland, and I'm not allowed to sing in public. Mom, where would you like to go on a trip?
Luckily, there's a lot of live music in Ireland.
I think one of my dream vacations would involve being near an ocean. I don't want to be in the ocean, nor necessarily on the water. I just like to be near it,
Like you like to look at it.
and I like to hear it.
All right.
Would you go north, like Alaska on the ocean, or?
Oh, sure.
Oh, I would love to.
I would categorize the ocean vacation in two ways, either a nice ocean beach or a crappy one. Obviously, I would choose the nice beach.
That's reasonable, I suppose. I kind of agree with your ocean sentiment, though. It's spooky. Just
Oh, there's critters in
there
there.
are many critters, but just like the vastness of it,
Right. You can't see anything on the other side. It just
it's just
disappears.
forever. And then the fact that like there's parts that nobody's ever seen before kind of freaks me out.
I've been on a couple cruises, and that is a wonderful vacation, in my opinion,
It's
as well.
the best vacation.
Absolutely.
They have a soft serve ice cream machine on the deck,
Well, that wasn't my favorite part.
belly flop competition.
It's fun to watch.
Did you get to sing there?
No, I didn't. However, Katie and I had a cruise scheduled, and there was a World's Sexiest Man competition that I was
Oh,
fully
yeah.
intended
Which
on.
is
I was
why
all
they
on board with
canceled.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had already bought my American flag Speedo.
So they knew you were going to win, and that's why. They
Yeah,
That's
they felt
why.
bad for
That
the
makes
other
sense.
guys.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
understandable.
I had the talent part wrapped up. I kind of oceans are nice vacations. We always go to the Keys, and I like it down there. I'd like to use this time to plug Tim D and Jim Hill and their song, "The Southernmost Song in the USA."
I've heard that a few times.
It's pretty much like a Billboard Top 100 hit
In the Keys.
at one particular establishment, really.
Yes. I believe only at Porky's.
Yeah. If you go to Porky's, though, that is the hit.
Never been.
Soon. You are not far away from a trip to Porky's, my dear.
Different Porky's than said movie.
Oh, that's a good film, too. I haven't seen that in a while. Have you seen Porky's?
I don't think I have.
Oh my
I've never
goodness.
I
even
know
heard
I've
of it.
heard of it.
It's like
I don't
an
think I've seen it.
old raunchy film. It's like
Old raunchy.
I don't know.
Where's this going?
not like that. It's like an Animal House kind of that
Oh.
style of movie.
We enjoyed that movie, and when the boys were still living at home and a little older, we
Last
thought,
year.
you know, like what's rated R now is kind of different than what was rated R then. So we thought, all right, we can watch this. They can see this movie. It's just as raunchy. It's,
Still rated R.
it's still rated
Still
R.
bad.
I don't care how old you are. It's rated R.
All right,
Hilarious.
add that to the list.
You
I
should
need
watch,
to watch
it.
that. Where does one find Porky's? Would that be like not Netflix?
I'd hit the Google search first and just
I
start
don't
typing
know
about Porky's.
that I want to do that.
I probably have the VHS.
Ooh,
Oh.
I have a VCR player, so that works out well.
Yeah, you nerd. Yeah.
DVD, VCR. I will not get rid of it.
Boy, that's really slick.
What
It's
if it
real
breaks
sharp.
down?
I would be so sad. I would get it fixed.
It's gonna happen.
And I
at
don't
some
know
point.
who knows how to do that, but
It's a lost art.
somebody will.
You can get your movies transferred from that form to, you know, something more.
However, likely
Modern.
easier
But I
than
love
easier
it.
than that is if you just buy a DVD on Amazon. It'll be here in 2 days.
Yeah, but all the old movies, there's just, I don't know, something about it. I don't want them to be on a DVD. They're VHS. That's how they always were.
So there's a lot of critters out there, and some of them are better than others. So I'd first like to just very simply, I'd like to know everyone's favorite critter.
Before we start, can
Yes?
we, for all the listeners,
Uh-huh.
define critter?
Yeah.
Because just so they
Yes.
aren't confused.
Oh no, there's no confusion here.
No, there is.
I think some
Critters.
of them will be.
No, critters are just critters.
Critters. So,
Yeah.
like,
Not
animal,
non-human.
bird,
Non-domesticated.
Doesn't even matter. Dogs are critters. Yuke's a critter. Crazy critter.
humans,
You know, non-humans.
non-human.
Animals. Animals. There you go. You could substitute the word critter with animal.
What about bugs, insects?
I would consider those animals.
Reptiles.
Those are critters for sure. Oh, they're not animals.
Okay, if one of you weirdos likes a bug the most out of all the animals, then okay, animals and bugs.
I'm just guessing you're going to ask me what I hate, which one
Yes.
is my least favorite.
Yes.
Hey, I might
Who's starting? I'll start.
start.
I
it
got
out.
this. I would go with a white Siberian tiger.
Well, that's
What?
oddly specific.
Yeah.
That was not what I expected.
Why?
I don't know. I've always just really liked how they look. Like the white fur, the blue eyes. It looks
Kind of
cool.
like me, a little bit with my white beard and my blue eyes.
Kind of. They got like more stripes
Yeah.
and more white hair.
I'm
but
pretty more majestic though, probably.
Probably. I've never actually.
If there was a
like,
picture of
seen
me
one up
in the
close.
wild and a tiger in the wild, I think you'd have to choose the most majestic. It would likely be me.
It might be.
Debatable.
I don't know if I'd be able to make that choice.
Who's that one? I don't know if you'd call it an artist, but she made like pencil boxes and T-shirts with tigers on them, all cartoony when you were little.
Oh, Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank, are you a big Lisa Frank fan?
I don't.
Did you ever
think I
artwork
know
up in
who
your
that
That
home?
is.
was where you had like the velvet
Yeah.
or fuzzy papers, and
Yeah.
you would color in what was
Oh,
not fuzzy.
I did have those actually.
Yeah.
What?
They
I
were.
actually
that was only
probably
for
did.
girls, you weirdo.
No, I probably. What? Since
Who is
when?
this person?
And they made like every accessory for school.
Yes.
Pencils, pens, every girl did love it. However,
I
They
didn't
had
have the
boy stuff.
accessories. I didn't have the accessories,
I'm
but
sure they
as
had
soon
boy
as you
stuff.
said that you would color in the non-fuzzy parts,
Yep.
I had the tiger ones.
yeah.
I'm thinking it had to do more with girls because I have no idea what you're talking
No,
about.
we don't have fuzzy tigers in our house.
We don't have
I don't know
girl
what the
things.
heck's
I think it
going
was
on in the
just-
Heck household, but
You could get coloring books and stuff of it.
Yeah.
It was just fuzzy. It was weird.
weird time. But anyway, Tyler likes fuzzy tigers
I don't know if they're fuzzy.
And Lisa Frank.
and Lisa Frank.
I don't know who that is, but I apparently colored it.
She's the one
colored
that hid in the
fuzzy.
attic and wrote a book.
Wrong.
That might be her
Frank.
sister Anne.
It's close. She was a big tiger fan also.
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna go with a dog. Would be my favorite critter.
What?
I know it's kind of boring.
And remember how much you didn't want to have a dog when you
Oh
had
no,
a dog?
no. I always liked having a dog. I
Oh.
just didn't like all the
Oh,
negative parts that go along with owning a dog.
well, that's reasonable. We talk sometimes about how I think that Katie and I are just going to have the family dogs. If any of like the nieces and nephews need a little dog fix, I think they'll just have to come here probably.
Except for my side. Your side of the family for sure.
Yeah. Katie,
Everybody on my side of the family has dogs.
on Katie's side, everyone's dogs look exactly the same.
That's not true. Duke and Hank
They-
do not.
They
look the
literally do.
same.
Basically, if you take like an oil drum, like 55-gallon drum, and you tipped it over, that's what both of these critters look like.
Okay, Hank is a
look like
miniature
an oil
schnauzer.
I get it. So that's a smaller
and Duke
drum.
is a Chesapeake Bay.
I understand, but they're both
Large dog,
literally
small
just
dog.
like large,
Are you discussing their
cylindrical.
girth?
They're
perhaps?
dense. Yes.
Oh,
they're
they're dense.
girthy and dense.
Okay, so
Both good words.
one of them is a shrunken down 55-gallon drum, but their bodies nonetheless both look like drums.
So one looks like a miniature version of the other one.
Yes, except like one's a schnow with
Except
a scruffy
completely
face.
different. Literally, he's just talking about roundness.
They're
plump.
both fat. Yeah.
They're plump.
Frank shocked me. I wa-
Hank.
I
He
don't-
likes to call him Frank.
I'm like, wait, who's Frank?
I only call him Frank. Last time I saw him, so he used to be like just a little tiny dog, like you might expect a miniature schnow to be. But then, like the last time we were home, I was like, oh boy, old Frank's getting a little chubby. And then the most recent time, I walked in the door and I literally said, "Oh my God, what happened to Frank?"
So Austin just had a friend over, and
Did he say the same thing?
well, he hadn't ever seen Hank, I don't think, and he's like, "Wow, your dog is very dense."
Yeah,
And they
he
both
doubled in
laughed.
size.
I think Hank's mom and dad were a little bothered by your insult of the weight of their dog.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
I'm certain of it. However,
They all say he's just. What did they say?
they say he's proportional.
Yeah,
And I'm like, to what? A 55-gallon drum.
a mini
Yeah.
corn dog.
Yes, a mini corn dog is another description.
Anyways,
Anyways, we can't all have lean, mean fighting machines like old Uke the critter.
dog is a solid choice, though.
Everybody loves
You
dogs.
can't go wrong with a dog.
I think it's a little more realistic than
Very
like saying an
realistic.
elephant, because like
Well, so favorite
You can-
critter, do we actually have to have them, or we just?
No, you don't have
it's
to
just our
own
favorite?
it. Just your favorite.
You think I own a white
Yeah,
Siberian
he
Tiger?
Well,
does.
but
It's
you
back,
could.
It's back at the apartment.
You could.
He's the Tiger King.
Yeah, if I could, I would already have one.
And a mullet. And a gay
So
love.
Tiger
I
King.
cannot-
Two gay
You are
husbands.
now
Not trying to be Joe
Tyler
Exotic here.
Exotic.
One of my real nerdy characters when I do nerd stuff with my brothers is an alternate version of the Tiger King.
Please don't talk like him. Spare us.
No, I do that at open mic night at Kip and Deb's.
at Kip and Deb's, that's the only
That's
place
how
you
he
The
can
only
opens
go.
his
place, that's
act.
the only place
That
I'm
would
good
be
enough to do it.
normal. Nobody would think anything else. Except for everyone that knows you.
Oh, so everyone.
So everyone.
Nobody
yes.
knows me.
My favorite critter. I don't really know.
What?
I love dogs, but I guess if I had to choose of any critter out there or animal or whatever, it'd be a penguin.
Oh,
I
'cause
just
you
love
you like
penguins.
Because
birds
they're so
much?
cuddly.
I don't know.
Yeah, Katie
I
loves
just think they're so
birds.
cute. I hate birds,
Oh,
but I love
penguins aren't
penguins.
birds. Yeah,
Well, they don't like
they're-
fly at you and attack you.
they probably would attack you.
Maybe.
Maybe they don't fly at you, but they might attack
I just
you.
think they're cool.
Why?
I don't know.
Like the ones with the mohawk.
No, just
All of them.
Just the Robin Williams one. I don't think I ever actually saw that movie. Surfs Up. Is that what it's like called?
Oh. Or
Oh.
Happy Feet.
Happy Feet. That's the one I'm thinking
say.
of.
I love
Surfs
Happy
Up.
Feet.
Surfs Up
has
is-
a penguin,
so
but
cute.
that's
A
not
good
the one I'm
one,
thinking of.
but Happy Feet is
Happy Feet's what I was thinking.
like
of.
the good one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're monogamous, and they do that little. They give you, what is it, the pearl when they like
no,
find the one, and I think that's so cool.
A pebble.
A pebble,
I should.
It's a rock.
Pebble.
I should have
Pearl.
taken that approach.
pearl, pebble, whatever.
Probably
Katie,
cheaper.
here's a rock I found in the garden.
Think of how much more often I could have been at Kip and Deb's singing open mic night if I just gave her a pebble instead.
You would have a lot more free time.
Well, I guess free time.
And a lot
probably.
more money.
More money is what I was thinking.
So yeah, penguin.
That's an interesting choice.
I just think they look cool. They're cute.
All right, Colin, if you can't have dog or bear.
What?
It's gonna be bear for sure.
It had to be a bear.
Before dog.
Yeah, for
What's his
sure.
favorite critter so we can shoot it? I think there's something twisted
No,
about that.
that's not it though. However, in my becoming a bear
That's
hunter,
true. I never thought about that.
in my becoming a bear hunter, I like learned so much about them and like gained such an appreciation for them as a critter.
But yet you want to shoot them and kill them. And have a bear
Not-
rug in your house.
He doesn't wanna
and
kill
eat
all
their
of them.
meat.
Yeah, no.
He's not out to like make them go
Well, of
extinct.
course he wouldn't. That was not possible, but
Like, I appreciate bears. I think they're very cool, and I know a lot about them.
I just feel like people whose favorite animal is something they don't want to kill.
I disagree.
I
Like,
could never
feel
kill
like
a
if
penguin.
if you went to your dad and you were like, "Hey, what's your favorite animal?" It would not surprise me one bit if he said a deer, because I think like when you're hunting things, you genuinely gain an appreciation
Well, I guess because then you hang them in
for
your
that
house.
animal.
I didn't know
If you
we
don't
were going to
like
have
it.
to be so philosophical during this.
Well, no, it's just a thing.
It's just a thing.
I think that you learn to appreciate the things
Yeah.
that you're.
I agree.
I mean, in most cases, there's people probably that just go out there and toot them.
Shoot them.
Toot them a little bit. But yeah, no, I love bears, particularly the American black bear, Ursus americanus.
He could go on an entire podcast for all you out there.
I
It's
think
not-
I've
About
already heard
bears.
this
It's
information.
not quite as good as grizzly bears, though they've changed it recently, I think, because it was kind of bad marketing for them. But the grizzly bear's Latin name previously was Ursus horribilis, because it literally just eats people for fun.
So it wasn't politically correct, so they needed to.
Probably someone got mad about it.
All right.
The bears got mad.
All grizzly bears are brown bears, but not all brown bears are grizzly bears. Depends where they live. Folks, I like bears, okay?
I think we got that.
Yep.
And that's what this all started with, because I watched one bear kick open a door and just go hang out in somebody's living room, and they caught it on their little Nest Cam.
What?
Did they like tear the house apart?
No, I was just hanging out.
Like you saw this online?
It was
Oh.
by Lake Tahoe. And it was funny because the bear like kicked the door open, but then he like reached in and like stopped the door from swinging. He's like, "Whoa," yeah. Like a person would do. Sometimes bears do very people-like things. I
Can
wish
you
I could-
post
Oh,
that
that was
video
too
so we can watch it?
Yeah, I'll share that. I'll go back and find it.
Did you see the other video that's been going around of the bear and the there's these two girls on a walking path?
I saw that.
Oh yeah,
and it
it's,
like
hugging
tries
him.
to get it the people to respond to it, and it's just like hitting people with its paw.
Gently.
They did a poor.
Gently.
They did a poor job of scaring that bear off.
Well,
they didn't even try.
I know.
that would have been terrifying if it was almost the point where it's too close to do anything, because then it could just turn on you. Like, I feel like I would have done the same thing. Just stand there
black
and not
bears
do
don't want to
anything.
kill you.
Yeah, but you have like what you're supposed to do in that situation, and then you have your like gut instinct or your initial reaction.
My ideas are probably skewed because the people that I learned some things about bears from, we would walk into the forest in the dark with no sidearm and sometimes a flashlight. And instead of carrying something that could defend you from a bear, we were just carrying a bucket of bear bait to draw them closer.
Yeah, but you can use that as a decoy. Like, here, have this food and leave me alone.
Not in the dark. They're just going to come up behind you. It's horrifying. You ever walked around in a forest in the dark?
It's horrifying, but it's his favorite critter.
Oh, I love them. I would
So
do that
weird.
over again and again. It was unbelievable. But anyway, those guys don't give a darn heck about bears. They're like, bah, we'll scare them off. Granted, the one guy looks like he
Is a
was
bear?
born to wrestle bears.
Also, is a bear.
I'd like you all to picture in your head, if you're like, all right, what does a bear hunter look like? The man that I hunted bears with is what a bear hunter looks like.
You could post that photo also.
I don't know. I might do that. They were so great. All those people, they were the nicest people I've ever met. It was great. I'm going again in like 7 years when I finally get another tag. But until then, if anyone who has any connections in Canada, let me know.
Do you get that much time off of work? Because now you have to quarantine for 14 days.
Well, I'm not going this year, probably.
Oh, okay.
I got other stuff to do. What? Now, beyond just generally, your favorite critter. I'd like to know your favorite critter that appeared in television or film. Whether it's a cartoon or the tiger in The Hangover. That's probably Tyler's.
I was gonna go with the tiger from Tiger King. No, I'm just kidding.
Which
That's
one?
not what I was going.
There was a lot of them.
All of them. No, that's not my choice. I
Joe
gotta think,
Exotics
though.
or Carol Baskins?
Not.
No, it's totally different what
Or
she's doing, okay?
I would
It's
go
The
with
different.
cult guy.
Doc.
Yeah, he freaked me
sure.
out. He was a scary human.
He was weird.
Yeah.
Is he the one that's
With like the
married
sex
to
slaves.
like
Yeah.
10-year-olds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one girl was like in Iowa and was like,
Ames, Iowa.
I got
Yeah.
a boob job, so I got a day off.
I can't believe you made me watch that. I can't believe I sat and I watched the entire thing.
I feel like that's everybody's response is, I can't believe I watched
get
it, but I
hooked.
didn't stop.
You couldn't.
It's
you
like an
couldn't
accident.
stop.
You just
Yes.
cannot look
Yeah.
away.
I always see
can't.
that. I always see that meme on Facebook. That's like, I wish we could go back to like the Tiger King part of,
Yes.
Quarantine.
of quarantine. It
Did
wasn't-
you watch
it
the
wasn't so-
follow-up?
It wasn't so dark.
Yes.
There's a follow-up.
Saw
Everyone
that.
watch it.
We watched that at the same
The
time
guy
as
has
Love is
teeth now.
Blind. Oh yeah, he like looks normal.
He looks good.
Normal.
Ish. Tyler, what's your favorite TV critter?
Can I pass for now while I think about it? Because
Yeah.
I feel like there's
That's a
one
hard
that I'm
question.
missing. But
But like, think of all the options.
There's a
Garfield,
lot.
Snoopy, Yogi.
Cat dog.
No.
cat dog.
Oh my god.
Yes. that's a critter.
It's a critter.
That's something.
All right, I got mine.
Hit me.
It's gonna be really obscure.
You have like every Disney movie to choose from.
No.
Oh, no.
Come on, now
because
you
they're
threw that in
animated.
there.
That's what I said. That's fine. As long as it's a
Mine,
critter.
mine was gonna be animated.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going with Reptar from the Rugrats.
Oh my god. That was good.
Because
Very
watching that
unexpected.
show, I wanted like Reptar to be real.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes.
I like their little Reptar wagon that they drove around for a while.
I
I
used
also
to
wanted
love
that too.
that.
That thing was cool.
Yeah.
I used to love the Rugrats.
Katie was talking the other day to somebody named Tommy Pickles.
No way.
Yeah, she sent me
No,
this
actual name?
Stephanie Pickles.
Oh,
It's not.
their sister?
Is that Tommy's
Yeah.
wife?
Well,
That's what he
yeah, it
said.
might be now.
He's
'cause
got to be grown
old
up.
enough.
He's totally old enough.
Could be, I suppose.
She sent me a picture of it, and I was like, "Oh, boy! I didn't realize the Pickles
I think
family
you
was in
said
the area."
something about Tommy.
That's awesome.
I'm going with the rodent. What is it? A gopher in Caddyshack.
Oh yeah, that's a
Ooh,
gopher.
that's good.
Causes a little trouble. Tries to avoid getting caught.
Has a nice dance.
Dances once in a while, like he doesn't care.
I think that he's supposed to be a gopher, but he's giant. He looks more like a groundhog.
Well, yeah, for sure. Whatever he is.
When you go to Minnesota Gopher games, they play a clip from that, and there's like everybody has to do the gopher. Which
think
is
he's
like
a
that little
gopher.
dance. It's pretty cool. As a golden gopher, I very much appreciate that selection.
I've been there.
Somebody just drove a car into the
gonna say.
studio.
Wow.
Interesting. So anyway, gophers are the best. Way better than badgers. And that's a fact.
I'm
You know
sorry I
that's what
brought
Jake
that
would
up.
have picked.
I am so sorry I brought that up.
Yeah, he would have made the worst decision. He's a big dingus.
You can't pick on him when he's not here.
Well, he should make better decisions.
He's being a dad.
Well, no, that's a good decision. Being a badger is a bad decision. KT.
I'm going to go back to the 90s and pick Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, I hated that show.
I loved it. Me and my
I don't
sister.
even know what that is.
It was like a weird Cartoon
Loved it.
Network show.
It was a creepy one. It was like a creepy
It was very
kid
creepy.
show, but we loved
That
it.
doesn't surprise me at all for you. It does surprise me for Bree.
So it was this little dog that lived with this creepy old woman, and he was scared of everything. But really, in every episode, he ends up like being the savior, and he's actually has much more courage than he initially thought. But it's a very spooky show.
I like.
So it's intended to teach you to be brave.
Yes,
No, I think it's just like messed up. I was.
I just really liked
We
him.
were
He was
not-
so cute.
We were not a Cartoon Network household.
No,
We're
we
a-
weren't.
We're a Nickelodeon.
I didn't know
house.
anyone was a Cartoon Network household.
Katy Cook is.
Like there
Not
were
really.
there were some okay shows on Cartoon Network, but
Not
it was,
really.
That stuff was way more
it was
edgy.
Nickelodeon.
I think it was like Saturdays or Sundays. I don't remember. My dad would watch cartoons, and me and my sister would like always. Well, he probably did it for us, but we would watch it with him.
No,
But like
he did it for
Ren and
himself.
Stimpy,
He did it for
like
you
weird
guys for
stuff.
sure.
No, he's a big
I never got
cartoon
to watch
guy.
that.
My mom did not
Same.
like us
I didn't
watching
get
it,
to
but
watch-
we did.
I'm kind of glad I didn't because I've just in the past I've wondered like what it's actually
It's
about. And
weird.
I've watched a couple and I'm like, I don't think Kid Me would have liked it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But there is some
Beavis and
weird
Butthead.
stuff.
It's
Real
surpri-
weird.
Did
No,
Bree
we
watch
didn't
that
watch
as
that.
well?
Huh?
Did your sister watch that also?
Beavis and Butthead. No, we didn't watch Beavis and Butthead and Ren and Stimpy. We thought was really weird, but
Okay, because even like Courage the Cowardly Dog, it does not surprise me for 1 second out of you because you're a spooky lady and a rebel.
Wow.
But Brianna strikes me more as like a Berenstein Bears kind of gal.
that was
Oh, no, there we go. That's my favorite
That's-
critter.
that was her favorite.
That's more wholesome. Was it
How do
actually?
you know that? You knew that.
I literally
you
did
knew
not.
that.
Are you kidding me?
She had like every book memorized to the point where like she knew when mom would skip a page, the classic parenting.
Oh yes,
Skip 1, 2, 5 pages.
Who was the bear? The brown bear, and he.
Little Bear.
they were all bears.
Little bear.
Little Bear.
That was a good
Franklin.
show. Franklin the turtle.
Franklin the Turtle
that
was
was a
pretty
good show. I can't believe that I just pinned Bree down as a Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, she
That
is.
is obscure.
That's
She
awesome.
is.
I
was.
think it's because
Is.
you've learned her writing style from that poem. so
Yes.
well.
No, basically whatever your opinions are also hers.
Yeah, Bree and
I've
I are
come
the
to
same.
learn.
Katie and I are nothing alike, and I'm very much like Bree.
All right.
Somehow it jives. But why be a minnow when you can be a fish?
Oh God. Forever.
Someday Bree's can come on the show, and we're
Someday
gonna-
she'll actually listen to
well,
and
that'll
be like,
step
"Oh,
one. We'll get her to listen, and then she'll come on sometime. But until then, why be shark when you can be you? Now, I think that it's time to determine the greatest zoo critter in the land. So I've created a bracket.
Can't wait to see it.
It's pretty good. Again, this was assisted by the San Diego Zoo, or at least some website that had someone that had been there one time.
Probably read the brochure.
It's possible. They had 100. I did 16.
Thank you.
I just don't have that kind of time.
We'd have been here all night.
When we have to discuss the Latin names for each one, can you imagine the amount of time we would have been here?
I didn't make that many Rice Krispie treats.
Well, by that logic, we're going to have to shut her down here shortly. So, in the first round, there's some interesting matchups here. And I need you to consider it in all aspects. I need you to consider first, you're at the zoo. You just walked through the gate. You bought one of those dinosaur grabber pincher deals with the little handle.
The
You
little
squeeze-
garbage picker so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
help clean up the park.
Yeah, but it's a dinosaur.
And
Nope.
you're picking on your children's head.
Yep,
Okay.
you're doing that. You just bought a $9 lemonade.
That gets spilled 10
Yep.
minutes later.
Yeah, oh yeah. And also, for some reason, your kids are asking you to buy one of those stuffed snakes.
Oh, ain't happening.
Mm.
I know, I always wanted one.
Nope.
My cousins had one.
They're luckier than you.
You were so abused."
Kind of.
That's tough.
This is why I couldn't watch Courage the Cowardly Dog and stuff.
This is why it turned out the way it did.
Yeah, this is why I am who I am. The first matchup is the number one rated oh, damn it. I did it. The number one rated animal critter on their website was the elephant. That was their best animal at the zoo.
That was their number one.
Number one, numero uno, versus number 16, the ring-tailed lemur.
Lemur for sure.
Mm.
You're allowed to use outside influences as well, which in this case I very much will.
Elephants
Well-
just stand there. I mean, they're huge and, whatever, but
They're pretty big critters.
They are big, and sometimes they do the sound, which
Can
is
you tell
cool.
me what it's like?
I can't.
Please.
But I feel like more people are attracted to elephants because
That's
you don't
freaky.
see them.
I know
No,
someone that
not
was
like that.
attracted to tigers.
No, I just mean like they go to the elephants because they never see them. Lemurs, I don't know. You don't.
do they have
No.
those in
No,
Savannah?
Yeah.
you don't see lemurs, but
I
like
was
you see things like
Where's
them.
this going?
Squirrels look like lemurs. Like
First
they're.
of all, lemurs are
What?
more like monkeys than squirrels.
Okay, what did Zaboomafoo have? Or who was he?
That was a
Mm.
ring-tailed lemur.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm going ringtail
I
lemur.
was a huge Zaboomafoo fan.
I know, I loved it.
One time in Zabu Land, I used to watch it with Kyle Rambad all the time. There was a computer game.
Lemurs are much more interesting though to watch.
They jump around and
Yeah,
like, they actually move.
and they hang by
Elephants,
the yeah.
Elephants
kinda
just
chill.
stand there.
which I'm not saying I'm not gonna go look at the elephants if I'm at the zoo, but I'm picking lemurs.
Yeah, I'll
That's
pick
a
lemur.
giant 16-over-1 upset. To start the tournament,
There we go.
Zaboomafoo moves on.
What do you pick?
Zabu, and it's not
Okay.
close.
Okay.
Both clay and real. I'll take both of them. The next matchup is number 8 versus number 9. Number 8, polar bear.
Ooh.
They do sometimes cool stuff, and sometimes they just lay in a heap. Number 9, chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee, hands down. Again, polar bears just kind of sit there.
I'm going polar bear.
Chimpanzees are like human-like, and they always do
Yeah, but
funny things.
sometimes they're
Always
kind of
funny.
assholes.
When I
It's
see
funny though.
chimpanzees, they always are just sitting there, and there's a million people sitting there waiting
for
for
them
them
to
to
do
do
cool
something.
stuff.
They
Yeah.
don't.
I think I'm gonna go polar bear because a lot of the times, like that I've seen polar bears, they're always like swimming.
Yeah, and they're so
that's
cool.
cool
They
to
Swim,
watch
and they have
them
this
under-
huge paw
They're
that the one guy like always
enormous.
pushed on the glass.
Again, I actually like the chimpanzees too. That's a tough one.
He
But
already
I-
wrote it down.
That's
no,
tough,
that's fine.
But the
I'm going polar
Coca-Cola,
bear.
the Coca-Cola Bears move on.
All right.
Oh my!
Oh no.
It's empty. We're good.
Party foul. I hit it with my pen because I'm so ready to write down. This one is going to cause a serious split in this household. Number 4, brown bear. Not necessarily a grizzly, though the ones in the
Could
zoo
be.
probably are. Number 13, penguin.
Penguin.
Brown bear.
Penguins are so funny to watch.
Brown bears will eat your entire family.
Okay, don't want that.
I always
Penguins
I
will just
always-
look at you like you're cute and
You're at
belly
the
flop in the
zoo.
water,
They're not gonna
slide down
eat
their
your family
slide.
unless you jump in.
down and then you
Like,
deserve it. I always tell Katy that
They're
that's
stinky,
how
though,
that's how I want
penguins.
that's how I want to go out. Is
Being eaten
by
by a
bear.
brown bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need
God,
to talk
that's
about that.
awful.
Why?
Don't talk about that today with myself and Katie
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
table.
it's
Katy hears it all the time.
Wrong
She's used
crowd.
to it.
penguins are very smelly though,
Yeah.
and you know when you're coming up to the penguins because it stinks.
nobody likes smelly stuff.
But they're so funny.
Brown bear. Charismatic megafauna. Always win.
You're all looking at me.
Yeah.
I'll look over in this direction.
That's okay. I'm gonna go penguin
Oh,
because
see, this is gonna be a problem.
What
the
happens if
March
there's a
of the
tie?
Penguin movie
We arm
that was
wrestle.
narrated by.
Well, if we tie, we're
That
on the
man.
same team, so I think we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Before I
What
make
is
my
the side
choice,
planning going on over
before I make my choice, is there a zoo that the penguins aren't like you walk in the gate and there they are already? Because I feel like every zoo I've been to, you walk in and the penguins are just like right there.
there? I disagree.
I don't think every zoo is that way. Sometimes they're
Maybe
like,
it's just every zoo I've been to. I know for sure Milwaukee's like that.
yes,
Madison
they are
is
right in
not.
the front.
I don't remember. I know I've been to Madison.
I
don't
haven't been to
remember it.
zoos lately since Collin was just a wee baby, other than Madison.
I'm still kind of a little bibby.
I think I'm gonna go penguin.
Ooh,
Well, I also feel like, again, you see bears like more often than you maybe not in real life, but like on the media, like those bear
They're in
videos.
movies.
You never see penguins.
They write cartoon books about them for small children.
Mhm.
Little Bear, Berenstein Bears.
People
They're all
should-
over the place.
Yeah.
People should
But penguins aren't anywhere.
people should know more about bears than they do. Like brown bears have long straight claws for digging, but they're not suitable for climbing because they have much heavier bodies as well. Whereas black bears
Anyways,
have
penguin
shorter
moves on.
hooked claws for climbing
Penguins-
trees.
Moving on up.
3-1 Penguin.
You lost.
Get your
Colin,
pen out there.
Sorry.
Get going. Get
Yeah,
going.
that sucks.
That's another big upset.
Yeah, 13/4. I should have put brown bears as number 1, but see, this was me being true to the list that I
All
found,
right.
and brown bear was on there.
I commend you for that.
Good job.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
You wouldn't want them going against lemurs, though.
I'd have taken a brown bear over Zabu every minute, and I love Zabu.
I would take Zabu over brown bear.
You don't even know Zabu.
I'm just saying.
She's
the
just saying.
lemur.
Don't
Talk like you
She
know
knows
him.
what a lemur is. She's been to the zoo.
Number 5, giraffe. Number 12, gorilla.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tough.
Ooh.
Gorilla.
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 Well, it doesn't matter what I say then. I think I would go giraffe though, because if I get the chimpanzees,
The champagne
Then
That's Katie's
I don't
favorite
need
animal is the champagne
the champagne. Yes, that would be.
I don't expect gorillas to move and put on a show, but I expect chimpanzees to like entertain me while I'm there.
Gorillas?
Giraffes are funny though. Like they're
Yeah, but there's less
very clumsy
less
and
movies about them.
their tongues like
I
fall
like
out all
I
the
like when
time.
giraffes fight each other though, because they just whip each other with their necks.
Yeah.
Gorillas
How
a
do they not
little
get
more
whiplash?
majestic.
It is like in
Don't they ride giraffes at zoos too? Like you can ride them.
negative.
I don't think so. That'd be an
if
elephant.
They do, I'm going to that zoo tomorrow.
Why not? I thought they did
Like
that.
I'm in. Don't know where the zoo's at.
Maybe
but I
this
will
is
pay.
Miami Zoo.
I will pay.
Katie's made up zoo. You can ride giraffes and shit.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
not
that's
Chicago.
A thing.
Don't go to Chicago looking for the zoo. It's
Quad the
not
videos.
Miami.
Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
No.
Okay.
I'll go back to the
Literally
website.
nowhere ever.
I'm gonna
Have
go
you
back to
even
their
seen
website
a giraffe's
soon.
back? It's
How
like
would you stay on it? It goes
it's
right
very
from like
slopey.
head to tail. I mean, there's nothing to like keep you on
you're
there.
thinking of camels.
Maybe
Oh, I
and
know camels
elephants.
get ridden.
maybe it's like riding the bull. It's how long can you stay on the
You
giraffe?
hold on to it
Yes,
slowly.
you're
Except
like
you're
sideways.
like 12 feet in the air,
And
so
then
when you fall
so
off,
first,
you just
you
die.
fall 12 feet, and then it's dinner plate size hoof steps on your face.
Do they even have giraffes on the little carousel to ride? That's
No,
all.
because it's totally
Are you
impractical. Yes.
They
What a terrible body
Can
for
you
riding.
Google
We're gonna have to ask somebody that frequents the
Ask Siri.
Madison Zoo.
Clinton Luke just went to a zoo the other day.
Ollie goes to the zoo.
We were
He
gonna
would
go
know
to
if there's a
one
giraffe.
Let's get out
recently,
What?
but it was closed.
Yeah, COVID ruins
Mm-hmm.
my life. So anyway, Mighty Joe Young moves on.
Yep.
Speaking of jungle movies and jungle creatures, we were talking about George of the Jungle the other day, and I think that's a little bit of a forgotten, underrated tune.
Oh yes, I know his elephant's name. What's his elephant's name?
Well, you just said you knew it.
Pet. He's got
This
a
is
pet.
outrageous.
he's got an elephant. I
He
must,
does.
I
He
need
has
to
a
watch
pet.
this
He
movie.
treats
know
the
his name.
elephant like a dog.
And it plays fetch and stuff.
Oh,
What is its
yeah.
name?
Colin named his horse
Shep.
Shep.
That's it. That is what.
Oh,
He
you-
I
named
know
his,
the name.
He named
What
his
is
little
it?
like I don't know, what do you call those? Like,
It's
little
like a little spring rocking horse.
horse
kinda
like
deal.
you get when you're 3 or you
It's
know.
like plastic. His
Yeah.
name was Shep.
He named him Shep after that movie.
I
That's
love
a cute
George.
name. I like that.
I love George of the Jungle, and I even downloaded that one song that they dance to, Dela. Go ahead and look that up. It's by Johnny Chag.
Wow.
George of the
fact that You just
Jungle.
know that.
That's the one. Brendan.
Brendan Fraser,
Is it
aka
Brendan
Ryan,
Fraser?
aka Ryan Braun.
Oh yeah.
You ever notice that Brendan Fraser and Ryan Braun look a lot
He-
alike?
Yeah, not until you just said that, but not even like I don't even have to see either of them. Yes.
Wow.
That conversation is deep. George of the Jungle. We have to watch that.
That's
now.
a good movie.
As soon as we finish this.
Yes.
Number.
We got way off course.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did, but we're back. Number 2, Lion of the Land, Land Lion, versus number 15, Sea Lion, which I did not intentionally do, but I like how that lines
Ooh.
up.
Lion.
Land Lion, Sea Lion.
Simba.
That's hard Because lions, again, you expect to do so much, and they never do.
They just lay there.
They just lay
cat.
there.
Meanwhile, there's
I just want them to roar.
Meanwhile, there's a good chance you're going to a sea lion show where they like do cool stuff.
I'm gonna have to go sea lion because
No,
they
I'm going lion.
are so entertaining.
Lion. Lion.
I want to be entertained, I guess. That's
Are
where
you
all
not
of
entertained?
my
Last
thoughts
year,
go.
some lady lion at the Indianapolis Zoo killed her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend, the lion?
Yeah. He was
Wow.
apparently stepping out on her.
Well,
and
that should tell you. Quit
then
being a jerk.
She killed him.
Wow.
Can you imagine zoo
See,
animals
I
just
think
killing
that's
each other? And
What's kind of amazing to me about those animals is how powerful they are. And like when you see how big they really are. And then
yeah,
And people in those cages,
a lion would
like
mess
taking
you
care
up.
of them, is so
that
crazy.
would be nasty. I would not be in that cage.
I would be in the cage with the brown bear.
I'd go
Well,
with the
they always
lions.
say too, though, that they like trust the person that's taking care of them.
Until
but one
they
wrong
decide
move,
they don't.
yeah, yes, correct.
I'm in.
Land lion. Simba. Mufasa. That's what we used to call our
He's a
little
jerk.
dog.
Wait, you went
Yes.
with lion?
No, Mufasa's not a jerk. That's Scar.
Oh, Scar's the jerk.
Mufasa died.
You went with
I
lion.
think Pete
He didn't
Romanesco
die,
named
he
him
got
Mufasa.
He did. Mufasa.
Yeah, he got murdered. He did not die.
No, it was an
Yeah.
accident.
Well, he died at the.
He died, but
After-
murdered.
Then
After
somehow,
that,
then
he was
somehow,
killed.
weirdly, it was Simba's fault for some stupid reason.
Because he was a child. God,
He was,
children are dumb.
he was just convinced that he needed to believe that.
Scar. All right, now we have to watch that too after George of the Jungle
And Porky's.
and
Oh,
Porky's. We
Porky's
are
is
going to be
number
up
one.
late tonight. Somebody tell my boss I'm not coming in tomorrow. Even though retroactively this will be Saturday, so I'm not coming in yesterday. Number 7, Rhinoceros, the last of the dinosaurs, versus 10, orangutan.
Ooh,
I am going to vote orangutan without falter in honor of
King
your
Louis.
dad. No, not King Louis. Clyde from Any Which Way But
Oh,
Loose.
yes.
Any Which Way You Can or
Any
But
which way but
Loose
loose.
or
Any which way but loose. with
whatever.
Clint Eastwood.
Right Turn Clyde.
Didn't he like signal to?
Yeah, like he sticks his hand out the window and it knocks over a bunch of dudes on motorcycles. It's been a while since I've seen that. I just scored some points
Yeah, you did.
for
Look at
bringing up that one. It's part
That's-
of the game.
That's a good choice.
whenever I think of a rhino, I think of Ace Ventura. Anybody know that?
When he's being born.
Yes, and I can't get that out of my brain. So I'm gonna have to go opposite of whatever was against it. That's what I choose.
Orangutan.
Orangutan.
Clyde.
They're entertaining.
King Louis is pretty entertaining as well.
I enjoy the rhino just because of how massive they are.
True.
But I'm going orangutan because I feel like out of all of the monkeys on the list, those are the ones that I think you get the most entertainment.
Yeah,
out
but
of.
they got like
That's
freaky
true.
man boobs.
I know, but it's so funny.
That's I think why it's funny. But it might be the red hair too. I think I just see a connection there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably why
They
Katy
are
likes them
odd-looking creatures.
too. A couple of ginjos up in
Critters.
here. I
I hope I don't look like an orangutan. Jeez.
no, I said you're a ginge.
You just compared me to an orangutan.
Okay, you have red hair.
I'm feeling the love.
Anyway,
We were just talking about how much we liked like King Louis. He's a good dancer.
he's scary.
Great singer.
In the live-action Jungle Book, King Louis is
Ah.
scary.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen that yet.
I'm out on it. But anyway, for what it's worth, I would vote rhino because I happen to be the proud owner of an 8-foot-long inflatable rhino.
What?
I've seen that.
It's big. It's what, probably 4 feet tall.
Like it wouldn't fit down the stairway.
No, we used
Why and where is this?
To, it's probably at their house still.
Well, I'm sure it is because we can't throw anything away.
No, I'd like to take that. That can be our official
Wait.
podcast mascot.
Can
What?
That would be great.
hold on?
I'll bring it
Wait.
over.
Can we
Burn it,
find
y-
that this weekend? and
Beth,
have it blown
you
up?
can't
Yes.
find
Absolutely.
this.
I
No,
know.
The rhino. you'll
it's
see,
lost.
No, we're gonna
You'll
just,
see pictures at Fred Fest
Yeah.
of
Oh
the
my
rhino.
God.
we're gonna take pictures. of the
Okay,
rhino.
fine.
It's gonna
It
be awesome.
stays there.
It's big enough.
It'll
that,
make
like,
its way into the backyard.
It would span like our stairs. Like
Why
I
do
could
you
put it
have
on
this?
like the railings,
Yes.
and it would go across the stairs. You could walk under it.
You would have to like squish it to get it down the stairway. It would not fit. 'cause
It's
it blows away.
enormous
Why do you have this?
because everybody needs an 8-foot inflatable rhino.
Does it do something?
No.
No,
It
just
inflates
stands
to an
there
8-foot rhino.
and being very majestic.
What else does it need
Why
to
do
do?
you
So
have
majestic.
it? Is it like from a birthday party?
No.
No, it
came
came
from
from
Shoremaster.
Shoremaster. They have a line of product that's the rhino.
Rhino floats.
Whatnot.
Because rhinos don't probably float that well.
I
Did
don't
you ever
know.
have it outside of Austin Pier Service when you were selling that?
Oh, it was never there.
no.
It's
Oh.
always been home.
What they had like an incentive website, and you could buy like shirts and cups and chairs and a rhino.
So you bought it.
We're probably the only one that ever did. You got like points or something.
Yeah, you got points or something. We probably like took some beach towels and some insulated mugs or whatever, and we had $8 left. And hey, we'll get this rhino for Colin because he loves zoos.
What?
Yeah.
And what did you do with it?
It's a.
It was his birthday present when he
was
turned
blown up for a
16.
while.
Some
Yeah,
people
it
get
was like-
cars.
I got a.
He got a
inflatable
rhino.
He got an 8-foot rhino.
So stay tuned. That sucker's coming out this weekend.
Oh
if
my
I can
God.
find
Oh, I am pumped.
So it's just like blown up in your yard.
it. No,
for a
it was
while.
inside.
Oh.
He
inside
had it in his
fits?
room for
He was,
a while.
he was an inside pet.
It would sometimes move around, like he'd put it in one of his brother's bedrooms for a while.
So it's
or-
not tall, it's just long.
It's like
4 feet tall.
anyway. It's big.
Oh, jeez.
So
That's
anyway.
so weird.
I got that. Tyler. Number 3, tiger. Number 14, meerkat.
Oh, I know where he's going.
He loves meerkats. He's conflicted now.
Meerkats are awesome, but I'm not going against tiger.
I like how they just kind of stand up and look around.
Yeah, just pop up.
They're like little, right?
Yeah, that's
Small?
like Timon.
Timon.
Timon. I love Timon.
Or Meerkat Manor. They got their own show.
I love Timon, but I'm gonna have to go Tiger.
I didn't see Tiger Town.
You saw Tiger King.
Yeah, they were cruelly living in a zoo that's
in
somehow
cages.
They almost killed almost everyone on the show. That one girl lost her arm.
She did.
Or
and
person.
she didn't. It's
a person.
God.
That one person almost lost his or her
He.
arm.
There.
It was
their
he.
arm. Yeah. Anyway,
He.
That's badass. I wish they would have shown it.
that's how I'd like to go out with a bear.
I hope you 3 decided because I can't decide between the 2 of them.
Did you say tiger?
Mhm.
I'll go tiger. Tigers are cool. And I don't know what they dream of.
Uh-oh.
We got a problem.
Oh my god.
We have to pick a new random animal.
Don't even worry about it. I know just the one. Oh no. That's
They can't go against each other.
Wait.
The,
Bat.
Ostrich.
I can't think of what it is.
A capybara.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck is that?
It's the
a-
world's
didn't
largest
you see,
rodent.
Didn't you see my hands go like this for
I
him to
did,
pick out
but
what?
I don't understand.
I'm an excellent charades player. She just held her hands a foot apart, and I guessed capybara.
I've
That
never even heard
was
that.
awesome. You've probably seen it.
It's the
They
lo-
bathe in their own poop water.
It's the world's.
What?
It's the world's largest rodent.
Yeah, it was on Zaboomafoo. one
It's probably
time.
the size
Yeah,
of
she
Hank.
would know. She didn't watch
No,
that.
it's bigger than Frank.
Oh, I was gonna say. I'd seen
It probably
him.
weighs less than
They're big.
Frank, but definitely is larger
It's
overall.
bigger.
Weird.
Okay, so the deal is he had a repeat animal.
I
in
had
there.
gorilla on there 2 times, and then I erased gorilla and wrote hippo.
Good thing Jake's not
this
here.
matchup is also against a hippo. So we have.
You know that if Jake was here, he'd be giving you a very hard time.
I'll kick him off the show. Capybara or hip hop anonymous.
Well, since I don't know what that other one is, I'm gonna go Hip
That's
Hop
so cute.
Anonymous.
Can you
That's
yeah,
a
pull up the
capybara
picture.
right
Look at
there.
that little sucker.
Oh
She's gonna change her answer now.
no, those are so weird.
You know,
looking.
I've always wanted a hippo for Christmas.
I'm gonna go hippo.
There's a song about that.
I am also gonna go hippo.
Hip Hop Anonymous. What movie is that from? Big Daddy?
Yep.
Hip hop.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hip Hop. Wow, we finally made it into the second round. This episode is running long. It's all right. Zabu or the Coca-Cola Bears?
Zabo.
Lemur.
I'm going polar bear.
Oh!
What if it's tied?
It's a draw. We'll come back to that. I'll send out a text message right now. Zabu and the polar bear. They're locked up. Next,
Do you have someone on retainer for this?
we have penguins and gorillas.
That's a tough one for me.
Penguin.
I gotta go gorilla.
Oh,
Yep. They could be fighting each other.
A penguin and a gorilla?
No, Gorilla Fight Club.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Yes,
I'm
if
going
it-
penguin.
If they were fighting each other, Gorilla wins 100 out of 10 times.
1000%.
and penguins are smelly. Gorilla. That's another tie.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my
what are we
gosh.
gonna do?
What are we going to do?
Who are you
Great.
texting?
Why don't you just call?
Because we're on the show right now.
Yeah, but they could be in a call-in.
All right, we can go the next
We're
one.
going to the next one. Lion or orangutan?
I'm still going with Clyde. Right turn, Clyde.
Orangutan.
Lion.
Oh my gosh. Colin, do not choose the lion.
Do it.
Well, stop picking worse animals. Lion.
Oh my god.
You can't text me. I already voted.
My phone is lighting up here. What's going on?
We're now down to the final matchup of the second round while I wait for one of these two people to text me back.
Who'd you text?
Tiger
Oh.
or Hip Hop Anonymous?
Ooh. Ooh.
Tiger.
Hippo.
Tiger.
I'm going to go with Tiger as well. Although hippos
Hipple.
That's close.
hippos kill more people than like sharks and
Mhm.
alligators and stuff.
Yeah.
They're nasty critters.
They look so friendly, though.
That would be Tyler's
I
phone.
apologize. Someone sent the video. and
Somebody's
I thought
going
my phone
deep.
was muted. Nice. We're going to have to watch that again later.
All right.
All right, right Tiger on that line.
I got it. Left-handed upside down.
So Tiger's moving on.
I think you still start at the top of the letter.
Tyler's a teacher. I'm actually a little impressed by what's going on here.
I'm just looking at that.
All right.
And in one of the matchups here, the vote came in from a very prestigious law enforcement official for a penguin
Woo!
Over a gorilla.
That's dumb.
over a gorilla.
All right.
So that moves on. And then,
Is this law enforcement official on duty?
no, he's off tonight.
Oh, okay.
Tonight's his Sunday or something weird.
I wouldn't want him to be, screwing up his job.
And then, between polar bear and ring-tailed lemur, the text says, neither are awesome choices, but if I had to pick of the two, I'd pick Zaboomafoo. That came from my big brother.
That doesn't surprise me. It's a good thing these people have nothing to
as
do
in-
but wait for you to text them.
So, all right. So to recap, we so far have ring-tailed lemur versus penguin will be one matchup, and the tiger will be squaring off against either a lion, which that one feels like a good matchup. The battle of the big cats, or an orangutan, and the verdict is in. Lion
Ooh.
will be advancing. King Louis is out.
Versus what? The lion versus.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! If bears were in this, it would be no contest,
Yeah.
folks.
Too bad someone had
Lion
to
and
pick
tiger.
Zaboomafoo over a polar bear.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him.
I do
It's,
love-
it is Zaboomafoo.
Yeah, he's cool.
If we didn't bring up Zaboomafoo, do you think it would have made it that far?
No chance. Sabu's the greatest lemur
yeah,
that's
I
ever
agree.
existed.
I think if Zabu wasn't around, no one would.
Otherwise, they're
give
just
two
creepy
hecks about
wannabe monkeys with yellow eyes.
Yeah.
All right. The semifinals: Zabu versus a penguin,
Penguin.
or the penguin.
Oh, if that's what we're talking about, I need to go back and change my other vote.
Oh man.
No, I'm going Zabu.
I feel like everyone is going that.
Zabu.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't have to vote against you.
I don't mean to.
Well, it was two, so you did have to vote.
You could still vote.
Because I
and
said
tie it up.
penguin.
Oh,
You
Okay.
could
Write
still
it down.
vote and say.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I gotta vote for Zabu.
all right. Now, lions and tigers.
Lion.
I think it's a lion for me as well. When you get like a big badass lion with the whole mane thing going on,
Yeah.
there's few things like more tough looking.
I think I'm also gonna go lion.
Even though tiger's your favorite critter.
Yes.
Wow. What do you say, just for fun?
Probably lion.
Liar.
All right.
You're a liar. You would have went tiger.
You're lying.
What about liger? Can I put that?
Combine them.
Yeah, but then they're sterile and they can't reproduce further ligers. But
Yeah,
they do.
but they continue to grow until they die.
and they are known. Yeah, so do people's ears.
No, like they continue to just keep growing and growing.
So do people's ears.
No.
Yes, they do.
Why do we know these facts about things?
He's a teacher nerd.
I actually
He's a
just
math
saw it.
teacher.
I saw it on Facebook like 2 days ago.
Oh,
There's a liger that's like 950 pounds.
that sounds big.
But it's
That's
also
insane.
it's also just like it's the biggest
They just
cat
keep growing.
in the world. Yeah, there's some thing in their DNA that they don't stop growing.
Can you imagine if that was humans? You
I
don't
would.
stop growing until you
Would be
die.
giants.
I wish that I
My
could
grandmother
continue
lived to
growing.
101.
Yeah, she'd have been a big lady.
She would have been.
Do you grow in height or
I don't
just
know.
in girth?
What is that?
They're
Is it-
everything. They stay pretty proportional. From the picture, like it's
Oh.
just a massive
Critter.
liger, but everything is
That's insane.
And this lives in
Pretty proportional.
captivity someplace.
yeah.
I hope so.
I dig it. It'd
Hope
be
all
better if it
ligers
was like
do.
in,
Yeah, I think they all do.
I think Carol Baskin has it.
Probs.
yeah, because her cages are way different than the other cages. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
where her
because they're
husband
way
is.
closer together.
Right under the liger cage.
That's why this liger got
In
so
the
big.
liger.
The liger.
No,
the, li-
inside.
the liger
The
king.
liger ate it.
All right, now for your all-time final for greatest zoo critter of all time in the history of zoos: the ring-tailed lemur or lion.
I would say lion. I feel like the lion represents a zoo. I don't know.
Quit looking at me. I'm not voting yet.
I'm gonna go lion.
I'm going to go for the ring-tailed lemur.
So is Beth. I can tell.
Get the phone ready.
I want to, but my goodness.
Well, she might not. Text anyway, just in case.
Type it up. Don't send it.
I'm sending it.
Send. I've been on the Zabu train the whole time.
You haven't
It's a
been.
good train to be on.
It's a great train, but
It is a great train.
But
to
that's
go up against a lion.
A freight
That's-
train. It's a tough matchup. It's supposed to
It's-
be in the championship.
well, and look at the original seating though.
As I say, number 16.
That's impressive. It's a Cinderella story.
I don't trust the San Diego Zoo. That they have that at
but
16.
out of 100,
Top 10 for
The
sure.
lion is the 2 seed.
I guess I would like to know
Okay,
what
what
the
about
top
the-
10 were.
What the tortoise,
I think there was a
a
tortoise. in there.
donkey. How about the goats in the petting zoo?
Katy would pick goats over everything.
I would.
Nobody voted for that.
While
Put
we're,
goat
wait-
on there, it wins everything.
while we're waiting for a verdict here really quick, I'd like to go back to my critter talk and ask how you feel about critters in the house.
We're still on all animals are critters.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's fine to have like dogs and cats.
Okay.
I hate cats,
And
but
tigers.
All right. So now it's been
I also
officially
think
recorded.
goats are fine.
You'd pick a goat over a
For
cat.
in your house.
No, I would have a pin for that.
A pin. Did you say a pin?
A pin?
Pin?
She did it. She said
She
pin.
did.
What?
A pin like you would put on your shirt?
That's
Pen? What do you say? Pen?
Yeah, that's how
Yes.
it's spelled.
Yes.
Pen.
You psycho.
P-E-N is
Why did
pen.
you say she did it? Like,
Because you
When-
said it wrong.
When you count, do you go 8, 9, 10?
Yeah, tin.
no, I don't. There's a lot of things that.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's like, I don't know if you guys say it, but Wisconsin people say bag when it's bag.
You say something.
Do you guys
else
say
weird.
bag?
You
It's a
say bag like
Oh,
to
you
ask
do.
for things?
It's a bag. B-A-G. Bag.
Yeah, bag.
But the way
Not bag.
Wisconsin people say is bag.
It's a bag.
Bag.
You
That's
did it
what
the
you're
first
just
time.
saying. You're saying it with an A.
Katie just
It
said
is an A.
pin. She's
Bag.
going to put the dog out in the pin.
No, I just noticed
that
that.
feels like you're going to stab him with a pin.
Is she going to write a letter with a pen
Yes.
too?
And then she's going to hem some songs in church.
I didn't even notice.
And then when she gets done with church, she's going to go home and hymn some pants.
It is him.
Colin and I
Yeah,
have had
but-
this
No,
conversation
she's
before.
doing it again. She just did it. She said you hymn pants.
You don't hem pants.
You hem pants.
Like, give this to him.
It sound the same to me.
Him and hem.
Give this to him.
Him, yes.
You
Okay.
sing a hymn in church.
Yeah.
You hem pants.
Oh my gosh.
H-E-M.
This is going to be an extra long episode because this is not ending right now.
Yeah, I can end it.
All right, well, I only got one vote back from the law enforcement officer and not my brother, who I thought had a chance. So Lion is the winner. Though I'm not really disappointed
I'm
because
not too mad about it
Lions
either.
are pretty badass. However,
And we had a 16 seed in the finals.
Zabu made a great run.
Wait, what was Lion seated?
2.
Oh.
So it ended right where it was supposed to.
Mhm.
Wow. It was a
Zabu
tough
was
battle.
probably not even supposed to be in the bracket.
No.
What number was Penguin?
Something stupid because they suck. 13.
10.
Oh.
10.
Tin.
It was number 10. I like
Shut
to
up.
I like to go see
Oh,
the,
this
I like
is
to
gonna
go
be
see
awesome.
the penguins in their pin.
Oh my gosh. Whatever.
Well, folks, if you like zoo animals, or if you like Katy saying stuff wrong, share this podcast with your friends because maybe they'd like to make fun of her too. Just like be nice about it, but still tell her that she's incorrect for how she speaks.
He's just digging that hole deeper and deeper.
Mhm.
I know I'm dagging the hole.
Oh my god. Whatever.
If any of you guys have a couch that I can sleep on for a few
Yes.
nights,
No, there's a dog house, a dog pin
a dog,
out back
there's a dog-
that you can sleep
a dog
in.
pin with a dog kennel in it.
I don't think
boy.
you'd fit in that, but you have the
Pin.
pen
Oh wow!
to be in.
Doesn't that just feel better?
No, it didn't. Anyways,
From the expression
That's
on
where
her
you'll-
face, it hurt her to say it that way.
that's where Collin will be tonight, everybody.
Out in the pin.
Yep.
It's supposed to be pretty nice out at least tonight. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
good.
it's not
Un-
supposed to rain,
Under
so
the
that's good.
under the stirs.
Maybe take some bug spray.
Bug spray would be good. I did not mow under the
Bag spray.
pen.
Well, folks,
It's bag. not
big.
bag.
You bag them.
Yeah, you Wisconsin people.
Yeah, you old fib. So anyway,
Wow.
this has been a pleasure. And I didn't even get thunked. She threatened to thunk me once, and she's looking at me
I
like she's going
would.
to thunk me again.
She's
There-
across
if
the
I was
table. don't
counting,
think
there
she
would
can
be at
even-
least 3 on this episode.
But my mom didn't thunk me, and she made Rice Krispie treats, which we're about to finish the rest of as soon as we wrap this up here. So, ladies, thank you for joining us. This was a pleasure. Glad we were able to get to the bottom of the greatest zoo animal of all time. The goat of critters, if you will, but not really goats, because those are not the goat.
No,
Goats would be number 1, though, if it was on the list.
that's not
No,
true.
No,
They
I don't
would
think
not.
so.
They're not a true zoo animal.
And
No, they're not,
They're
but
smelly,
They're great.
kind of dumb. They have freaky eyes.
They just ram into you with their head.
They do that.
They're fun.
I mean, they're cool, but
Like mountain goats are neat.
Fainting goats,
Standard goats.
also fun.
Not so
Yeah.
neat.
fainting goats would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to have a mountain goat on my wall someday, but you have to climb a mountain, and that
You've
Just
done that.
capture one and put it out in the
I
pan.
did do that, but I almost died.
I don't think it was that bad. Okay, clearly I was not there.
Yeah, it was the worst. That probably was still easier than that.
That's
time.
another episode.
That's another time. We'll talk about the 2 times I almost died when people tricked me into doing things that were way harder than they were supposed to be. But until that time, make sure you get out a pin and write into the What the Heck show.
Or just go to Facebook.
Snail mail?
Or go to
Are you
Facebook.
asking them to snail mail you?
Yeah,
People still do that.
to Red
Do
Drone.
they?
Oh my god. I gotta stop it. I'm already in trouble. Folks, this has been a pleasure. For KT Cook, my mother Beth Frederick.
Wow.
That's not my name, it's Frederick. It's close though. Tyler Heck. Not Jake.
No.
Anybody seen Jake? No. Oh, poor guy. Missing him like crazy. Anyway, I'm Collin Frederick.
Did you forget the queen over here?
I said her first.
Oh.
Oh, KT. She's always first. Number 1 in my heart.
Mhm.
He's trying to get out of
He's
the
still in the
doghouse.
pen.
Is it hard or is it hurt?
Number 7 in my heart. She's number 7 in word pronunciation, but number 1 in my heart. We love her dearly. And I love you all. Thanks for listening. For Colin Frederick. Let's get the heck out of here.